Good morning from Rincon, Puerto Rico, where we left you in our last episode. This little surf town has been a piece of paradise for Drew and I, but today it's time for us to move on and continue along our counterclockwise exploration of this island. And along our route today, we are going to be making two pretty amazing stops. First stop is going to be the EarthShip, which I'm so stoked about because, as you might remember, Drew and I explored the EarthShips in Taos, New Mexico, and this one here is built specifically to be able to be resilient against earthquakes and hurricanes. So we can't wait to see how they have created these completely self-sustaining structures here on the island. Along with that, the owner of this Airbnb gave us a little tour of the self-sustaining cabin that he's building on this property with hopes to turn this into a yoga retreat. Welcome to the steepest driveway in all of Puerto Rico.
This must be like a 40-degree grade.
Wow, down into the jungle.
Here we go. Run! Run!
I gotta hold the girls.
Believe it or not, it's almost done. I haven't painted yet. The outdoor shower, and then I have little teak, laid them out. I think there's 10 of them. Mango or almond, I can't remember.
Oh, cool.
Wow, I love
and then
that
this
one.
is called
I love this sink.
caoba. It's African mahogany. It's still got the old hardware, so it's cool, you know.
Just the character it adds.
We loved his style. It had a mix of nature, refurbished and repurposed things, all run on solar, water collection, and fascinating plans for a worm composting system with an edible forest already in the works. So there is a lot of inspiration for us to gain for what we're going to do with the watermill, with the property that we are about to finish the purchase on in Portugal. So, what do you say?
Let's zip up those bags and get them in the car.
Time to go. Somehow our bags always seem to expand.
And then somehow they shrink before we get back on that airplane. Oh my gosh, babe. There's his friend. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, dude. You're so green, like the hose. Oh! Cowabunga! Since this pretty famous surf town had no waves during our time here, it made conditions for the best spot to snorkel on the island absolutely perfect. And when the waves are pumping, the place to go is Domes Beach, which also has a lighthouse, which is another great place to whale watch in the winter time. So there are a lot of great things going on in this little western corner of the island, which is why we needed to stop in town one last time before leaving. Our Airbnb host said that if there was one store we went to, we had to go to this one. It's called Ocean State of Mind, and we're here. I always love shops that share like the local artists' work and hopefully some cute little pieces of jewelry. Hey, hola. Is that Biggie?
Cool, yeah. Oh, I really like that one.
It's like the mural outside.
Look at this. Wow.
Made out of cans. These are so beautiful. Look at this sage. It has the flowers in it.
Yeah,
Well, that was a success. We bought me an early birthday present. My birthday isn't for like 6 months, but by that time I will forget what we bought here, and I love when Drew does that. We buy little surprises along our travels that...
It makes it a lot easier than waiting till the last minute and trying to shop online or run out to a store.
I know, it's like something you loved once and you get to love it all over again. But we have about 30 minutes and then we're going to be arriving to the EarthShips.
Gracias por su vista.
Visita.
Visita. Whoa, Nolly.
very tight, very steep. Ooh.
At least we got an automatic.
Tuck it in. It is very windy. He was not joking.
Is this the road to Hana? I'm just cracking myself up right now.
You're just going up and down and up and down.
We're a little lost trying to get to the EarthShips right now. We made a wrong turn and ended up back in the mountains. And I can't even see over the dash going down sometimes.
I was just asking, when does a car bend? You know, like when does it just...
Oh, right there, EarthShip Puerto Rico. We have arrived.
This must be where they stage the tires before they're rammed with earth.
They have to cut the sidewalls off.
And then they get filled with what provides the home with insulation.
Go, 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 go.
Maybe that's what those are for.
Military style Brittany. EarthShips, ever since we saw them back in New Mexico, have held a really special place in our hearts in terms of sustainability and the way that they build these things using recycled goods, just like those tires.
They're magical, you know, and they decided to build one here in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria to teach people how you can build not only using recycled materials, but not needing to source power from a grid that's always having problems, especially here in Puerto Rico. They have, you know, massive power outages. That's not unusual.
Even our Airbnb host, Mike, told us when Hurricane Maria came through a few years ago, they were without power for 4 months at the Airbnb we stayed at. So for him, it's been really important to have backup power. And look at these, look at these right here. I mean, this is our first glimpse of them.
This is magical. At this EarthShip location in particular, they focused on circular architecture because they're especially resilient to hurricanes and earthquakes, and using concrete as well. Sometimes they use mud, but they used concrete here because of its strength.
And look how beautiful the bridge is right here.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love how they use the bottle colors to create patterns. Oh, look at a little lizard.
This room is just incredible.
I think this is going to be where they honor every volunteer who helped build it, because there's like names all on this plank and it looks very sanctuary. We found our way onto the roof. Bobby's going to tell us a few facts about EarthShip Puerto Rico while we're up here. Oh, I'm like straddling the gutter. This is not how you do this.
It's part of the rain capture system, and these must be the cisterns.
So this is the only EarthShip that's closed cell system. Okay. Once the water gets catched, filtered, and then pumped out to the sinks and showers, that water gets put into the botanical cells. Okay. Those are like evapotranspiration cells, and then that water gets pumped up to flush the toilet. And then that water goes to a septic tank, and then that's stuck in the closed loop system.
That's amazing how it works, yeah.
This must be the bathroom. Oh, the shower. Incredible.
Whoa, that's cool.
It's so gorgeous. They've done everything so lovely. And I didn't expect to see a normal toilet. How long has it taken to build this at the stage that it's at now?
It's an ever-growing project.
It's evolving always.
Like, it'll never be finished. Like, we could say it's finished now, but we need at least one more phase of people working on it. But they started in 2018, and it's been growing since then.
That's pretty fast, actually, when you think about it. It's a lot of work.
Only like 4 years, really.
Wow.
1,000 people worked on it, so.
What would you say is your favorite thing about EarthShips?
I'd say it's like a good example for people to get back to nature. Not only just like living sustainably, but getting back to where we came from, really.
It's true, it puts you at one with the elements.
Right.
I think that's why we're attracted to it so much. Like, we've lived self-sustainably and relying on ourselves, living in a camper van for all these years. We have such a difficult time trying to go back to an apartment or a suburban place.
I can't live in like normal walls. I feel trapped.
Right,
you know?
Right. It just doesn't feel right.
No, it's too disconnected.
Yeah, and I feel like what the EarthShip is with the whole 6 off-grid principles, it's just like a physical and educational manifestation of how to live in harmony with the earth, you know.
Beautiful. What are the 6 principles for
Water
anyone?
catchment is one. Recycled and like reused materials. So like all these bottles and stuff, tires.
Is there rebar in here?
There is rebar.
Okay.
So really what these are made of is a bunch of tires on the bottom.
Okay.
Then there's rebar driven on top of that.
Okay.
And then there's like a dome-shaped roof made of rebar and lath.
So that's what we're standing on.
That's what
right
we're on
now.
right
that's
now.
the framework.
Okay.
Right. And they could put one of those, the skeleton of the structure, up in like 3 to 4 days, honestly.
That's
If you have a good
amazing.
crew.
A bunch of muscles and a bunch of people working hard, yeah.
Passive heating and cooling, so there's no like electricity or AC or heating like that. In the side there's cooling tubes, as well as like a center cooling tube right here. So that allows for like a constant airflow.
Look at this guy. You are a sweaty beast.
I just gotta say, walking out of the sun inside is so much cooler. Like,
They said that the circular architecture also helped with the cooling. 72 degrees year round inside of the structures. And I even heard the guy saying that he's like shivering at night if he doesn't have a comforter. So it works.
that's your kind of sleep environment.
That's totally my kind. I like it cold when I sleep and just right during the day. I mean, they do different shapes for different, temperatures and
In
stuff.
different environments, different
Yeah.
climates. I know one of the big features is to put the windows on the south-facing direction. That way it heats during the day.
Unless you're here, then you don't really want any windows facing the sun. Hence why we're down low, tucked under the canopy of the trees and under all the domes, And these are the only things that open up to the sky or the sun.
It is pretty cool that they actually run this as an Airbnb to allow people to stay at night. You guys might want to think about that if you're coming to Puerto Rico.
They're booked a lot, so yeah.
Food production is a big one, and then the two other ones are
I know, right?
No, we put you on the spot on that
No,
one.
on the spot. Wastewater, so like black water treatment, and the last one is renewable energy. We use solar mostly here.
Ah, this is the solar control room.
We have the
Controlling.
solar panels on top of the goat shed. Even that on its own is like a whole off-grid thing. So we have the goats, their poop goes down to where the chickens live, and then the chickens scratch through that, and we could use that as fertilizer and compost. You got goats, chickens, dogs, one
Okay.
cat. There's Koki everywhere, but those aren't ours.
Right, the frog.
They make such a beautiful sound in the evening.
Yeah,
Right.
they're for ambiance.
Yeah, exactly. They set the tone here.
You passed your quiz with flying colors.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
6 out of 6.
Yeah, you did great.
I think I hit them all.
Started raining, but we couldn't leave before showing you guys one of the Airbnb bedrooms. I love the sconces. This is something we could definitely build into the watermill.
I love it. It's such an easy thing to do.
Wow, how inspiring. What were these?
Who drank them?
So many questions.
Look at this.
How to build your own EarthShip.
By the pioneer himself, Mike Reynolds.
Wow. It's even more magical that it's raining.
You know what that means? The cisterns are filling up with water.
That's right.
A little behind the scenes in the rainy action. Bobby's still leading us. Making sure we're dry with these umbrellas. Thanks, bro.
I love
It is really magical when it rains, isn't it?
it. Well, we're about to go get even more wet right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
If I didn't have the camera, I wouldn't mind getting soaked right now. It feels great.
Oh, it's true. Well, that was beautiful and inspiring, and Bobby was so kind. I feel like we have a new friend.
Yeah, and he has Portuguese roots and ancestry, so
You
one
might
day.
be seeing him in the future, helping us with our property.
Yeah. Put your bathing suit on, and we'll see you at the next adventure.
Bobby told us we had to go. We could not miss it, so away we go.
Well, remember we talked about those steep hills and rain?
Rolling down backwards. It's the only way out. There's a rainbow. It was inspiring for us to see and learn about new ways we humans can live in harmony with our Earth. Something we've been doing for years now is offsetting our power usage with energy produced by the sun, thanks to the ease and convenience of our Jackery solar-powered portable generator. They say that they're small in size but vastly powerful, powering dreams indoors, outdoors, and saving in emergencies with solar power. And really, it's all true. Because these power banks can be recharged using solar panels, multiple panels make them charge back up faster. It makes them an essential tool in the case of power outages caused by extreme weather conditions or natural disasters. And for us, throughout our 8 years of van life, it's been an MVP when it comes to charging our computers, camera batteries, and powering up our blender when we've stayed parked up in a shady spot for a few days and our house batteries are drained. Their newest one is the 1500 Pro Explorer, which charges back up faster than ever, and they have some fun deals on these days. So we've placed a link in our video description below for you, so you can explore all of Jackery's solar-powered options and see how they can help the sun help you, and in turn, help you lessen your impact on our planet. Whoa! Ah, we're here! Gozalandia! We made it!
Just in the nick of time. Oh, cool.
I know, I love the sign. We heard about these waterfalls in a top 10 things to do in Puerto Rico YouTube video, so we figured while we were in the area, we better come.
We've had a few locals tell us we gotta come check this place out as well.
Yeah.
There's like 5 cars in the parking lot.
I know! Wow, it's so enchanting. So jungly. So beautiful.
Wow. All these people are watching. They're jumping from the top?
Yeah, I saw him do it from there.
Wow. No way.
Thank goodness. But I'm happy to jump in from like the ground.
That guy had us for a minute. He had his white socks on and all.
But right when we got to the bottom, we noticed he was all the way back at the top.
You think he's gonna do it?
If he goes,
I think he's gonna go.
I can watch.
Holy smokes! That guy has some huge cojones. Wow, he had a nice little audience down here for him.
At least now we can get in the water. That made me so
Video it?
Yeah, I videoed it. Yeah.
If you look at Mr. and Mrs. Adventure, we're YouTubers.
Is that you guys?
Yeah, we're YouTubers.
It'll be in a couple weeks.
Yeah!
We were up there just like, is he gonna do it?
I looked at him like, I can clear
Yeah.
that easy, but when I went, I'm like, my butt might tap that sucker.
I know, at least it's rounded.
Right?
Did you jump from one of the lower points to test it out earlier?
Yeah, so we jumped from this point, that
A couple
point.
different
And
spots.
so I'm there, I'm like, I'm not that much higher from that
Yeah.
one, right? You're like 10 feet.
Ready to do it. I think it was all about the socks, man.
Somebody told me this. They're like, I don't have any shoes.
Yeah.
It's really grippy. And these, I'm like, all right, I'll put socks on, I don't care.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a super
Hey,
tip.
kudos, man.
Yeah.
So apparently, there's a cave under here. Where's it at?
I don't know if I like this.
Come in. Whoa, that's loud. Come on, babe.
Wow.
Whoa.
We're in a makeout cave.
Smells like 420 in here.
Guys, how did they get it dry?
I don't know.
This is cool.
Yeah, you can just barely see.
Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna get out now. Well, this was a lot of fun. And next up, we continue our drive and we're gonna end up somewhere around here near Guanica. Onwards.
I'm excited about this next Airbnb. We're gonna have water right out our porch.
Wee-hoo! We just hit a hole in the road and we have a flat tire. 45 minutes more to drive until we arrive to our destination, but man, it's like 7 o'clock at night and I don't know if we have a spare.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take out all of our luggage and put it in the back seat from the trunk to get the spare tire out of here right now. And then I'm gonna have to remove that tire, put on our spare, and hopefully then we're on our way. Wish us luck, guys.
Fingers crossed.
It's dark and rainy tonight.
I'm glad we have a headlamp here. All right, I'll help you. Back seat is filled.
We got access.
And there's a tire?
Oh, but it's a donut. I mean, that's good news for now, but I wish it was a full size. That's all right.
I guess beware of the potholes when you're in Puerto Rico.
My goodness.
There were a lot of those today.
Yeah, I've been avoiding most of them, but that one was full of water, apparently. It's free.
They say that the adventure doesn't begin until, like, unexpected.
Something goes unexpectedly.
Yeah.
This is very unexpected.
Totally not planned.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Seriously, this headlamp is the MVP.
Always carrying the headlamp.
Always.
There we go. 2 for 2.
Wow, we are on the rim.
All right, there we go.
Couple more inches.
Yeah, we might be able to slide it off here in a second. There we go.
It's a tiny tire. Great job, babes.
Thanks, babes.
Seriously.
Job done. We'll be on our way.
Today's been full of a little bit of everything.
Let's just hope that donut
Holds
works
up.
for another 47-minute drive.
Yeah, it's got to hold up for 50 kilometers.
Or no more Ricky Bobby, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's a high-performance donut.
Jelly filled.
Man, that had to be a serious pothole back there. We've arrived, babe.
We made it. We made it safely. Our new home for the next 4 days. 5 days.
I think that might be our door. Right there on the right.
It's very dark.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. And after a very long day of adventuring, that night ended with a moonlit dinner and twinkle lights on the porch.
We can't wait to share with you what it looks like in the daylight.
We'll see you in the next episode.
See you guys then.
We love